Are real estate sellers stuck in the twilight zone? Hey everybody, Scott Walters. Buckle up and strap in. I got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows or sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today, exposing the fractures, the cracks in the real estate industry as we read between the lines and look between the cracks, raising awareness, ringing the bell, sounding the alarm, and letting people know the biggest housing bubble ever produced in world history might have some crash risk. I know, right? You would think everybody in the business would have warned you that there might be just a little bit of crash risk here. No, they wanted to tell you this time was different. They still want to tell you not as bad as 2008. Buckle up and strap in. We're going to examine some property today, courtesy of one of you, a subscriber, because it's all about you guys, the subscribers. If you're new, subscribe right away. There's never been a more important time in history to get centered and surrounded with like-minded people. Iron will sharpen iron. I'm doing my best as a real estate professional in a euphoric Southern California market who knew the moment I was deemed an essential worker in a health crisis and interest rates got dropped and inventory got stifled and the upward pressure put on the real estate market had no chance of surviving it. So I did my best to protect as many people as possible. I still do that as we speak. Take a lot of calls, a lot of emails, a lot of text messages. I can't even keep up. But luckily for me and you, I've got the biggest network of the highest rated agents. Let me repeat, the highest rated in the nation assisting you guys. So thank you. We've been having a lot of fun. We're going to continue to have a lot of fun. And today we're going to examine property for one of you guys, a subscriber, because like I said, you are the ones that count. I'm not going to sell you a course on something I can give you for free. My rewards in life are in direct proportion to my contribution. How much contribution would I be contributing if I charge you for something I can give you? Insanity, the people that are just trying any way they can to squeeze their subscribers for every last dollar. Insanity. So today we're going to jump over and we're going to take a look at a property for one of you, a subscriber, and I'm going to put eyes on it and tell you what I think of it, because I think we all are going to benefit from understanding, because like I've always said, throw the playbook out the window. The data will not save you. The psychology of people, the psychology of sales, a very interesting phenomenon is taking place right now with this real estate bubble, courtesy of the crisis, the upward pressure, the euphoria, the people thinking somehow this time was different. So let's go ahead and roll this property. Then we're going to meet back here and wrap it up. Let's get started. Scott, keep up the good work on your YouTube channel. You are on target. Here's a video topic for you. This is a great example of the insanity that borders my farm property. Well, let's jump over and take a look. First, we'll pull up today's crash map, courtesy of the failed iBuyer Zillow. Now let's go ahead and tour today's property. And here you go, a small little farmhouse, which appears to be empty, unoccupied, and in need of massive updates. It looks like the owner might have evicted or got rid of their tenants so they could get to market. That's probably the only thing they've done right so far, as this property clearly needs a bunch of work, which is absolutely fine if you do what? You guessed it, price right. Price will always accomplish anything in this market. Now, let's go ahead and jump in to the numbers. Let's go ahead and see what they wrote about the property. Beautiful farm nestled in the valley, surrounded by gorgeous mountain views. The brick farmhouse has been treasured and passed down by the same family since its construction in 1946. There's a covered porch for sitting and enjoying life in the country. Well, quite possibly. Let's see if it pencils out. Today's property has a mid-range value of around $650,000 if you were to sell it right now, today, and it showed perfectly. Our house does not show perfectly, which tells me they probably should have came on the market at the lower end of its price range, but they did the exact opposite. They came on the upper end of its price range. Let's look a little further. As we can see, they've been stuck on the market for a couple months now and unwilling to do any price reductions, and they're listed towards the upper end of its price range, and they don't show well. If you were to give them today's asking price of $677,000, your monthly payment with 20% down at today's interest rate would be around $4,000 a month. Now let's see what it would rent for. It shows its estimated rent range of only about $1,000 a month, and that's for something that's move-in ready. I'm not sure our house is move-in ready. Unless that barn will rent for $3,000 a month, we might be in trouble. Let's get back to the studio so we can wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back to the show. Now, that property, for one, it's got a big problem. The house, which is all about the house, which needed work, which is being empty. Somebody inherited it. So they're like, whatever, Mr. Real Estate Agent, you'll put me on the market and the comps say I'm worth this? Okay. They don't care. They clearly don't care. Now it's got land available. Maybe a farmer wants to lease the land and try to grow something. But when the house will only rent for $1,000 a month, and your mortgage is $4,000 a month, that puts a pretty big pressure to have a decent profit margin, and I'm just not sure that house will pencil out to do that, or the property itself in a declining market. Maybe in a real estate bubble where it's accelerating artificially, maybe you got away with that 1 year ago. I talked to somebody today in my local area who talked to a person today. Hey, Scott, I loved you as an agent. You gave me a walkthrough about a year ago, my property, and I've decided now I would like to go to market. Okay, great. No problem. Why don't we take a look at the house and revisit the house, because a lot has changed since a year ago. How bad do you want to get sold? Because a year ago, we could have maybe seen over asking price offers. Those times have come and gone. And it was like when in one ear and out the other. They're like, yeah. I'm like, I don't know if you know how much the property is worth. I'm sure you have an idea, though. Yeah, my neighbor, they sold and they went for this much. And so they're still basing their value on something that's sold previously. And we're in a declining market. So I told them what I tell you guys here at the channel. The last thing you want to do is come on the market at the wrong price and get stuck on the market and start showing price reductions, because that's the kiss of death. Days on market, price reductions. My job is to find out who our competition is and beat them and get every eyeball in town that's still shopping in this price range to the house. Then it creates urgency because others see others on the house. Honey, look, there's some other people interested. Maybe we should give them the offer. No, real estate agents like the property we just looked at, chasing the market. Now, that's a new listing, and our subscriber, I'm sure, is going to watch it because it's a neighboring property to them that they're interested in. And my email back to them was, keep your eyes on the property. If they get stuck in the market, maybe we throw them an offer. I mean, what else do you do? Go give them their asking price? No. Not unless they priced under its market value. They didn't. They came in at the middle of its value range in a declining market. And final thoughts. I come to you as a friend, as a content creator. Somebody wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Understanding we are in a declining market. Now, anybody that wants to sell their property, in my humble opinion, and now every area is going to be a little different, but there'll be variables. But as a whole, get in front of this. Find out who your competition is and beat them. Unless you're like maybe the property we looked at today where they have really little to no interest or motivation handed down from generations, inheritance, just sitting there. Maybe, I don't know how much it costs them to carry that property. It's got an empty house. Maybe the barn's rented. I don't know. Maybe something somehow. But the reality is they now are chasing the market. Why? Because of the phenomenon that was created in this bubble. The money grab, the casino climate. They see the writing on the wall now, but it's too late, quite possibly. If you're going to chase the market in a declining market, it's not a good idea. You have to get in front of this unless you're not motivated to sell and you just want to test the market and see your house be advertised and waste a real estate professional's time, which they're more than willing to let you do at this moment because they're in a free fall too. It's just the realities. Booms and busts in the markets. We've always had them. We always will. I'm going to be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way because it's not only what we need, It's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I'm going to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation, ready to assist you. It'd be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, I think you're really going to love the next video on your screen. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make a count today. I'll see you on the next video.